Residents and visitors traveling to and from Virgin Gorda via ferry may soon see the construction of a separate passengers dock to alleviate the risks associated with the offloading of cargo at the St. Thomas Bay dock. Minister for Communications and Works Mark Vanterpool told Virgin Gorda residents at government's on-the-road meeting at the Catholic Community Center on Wednesday, May 29th, that the designs for a new passenger dock will soon be presented to the Virgin Gorda community for feedback.
And so government is actively, through the Port Authority, making the final plans for this to take place within the shortest possible time. So I'm happy to report tonight that we have put funds in place. We want to bring the final development drawings to the public very shortly to get your comments and your views, as we are hoping to build a new passenger dock alongside or close to the present dock and use the present one even for cargo as we improve that.
The minister's remarks prompted questions and suggestions, including the use of the existing Virgin Gorda Marina and a previous proposal for the purchasing of lands at Manchonil Bottom for constructing the passenger dock.
It was brought to my attention, this is not my original idea, but I thought I may throw it out as a suggestion to you, that maybe you can consider using the marina itself as the passenger facility. By that I mean either leasing or maybe acquiring a portion of the marina itself. I'm talking about inside the marina, and where you can develop that as a passenger facility, build a nice terminal, and actually direct the traffic there inside the marina. The idea here is that during the ground sea period, late in the year, in November, December, usually we get ground seas. And attempting to develop a passenger dock next to where the present dock is still going to be a danger actually for the passengers during the ground sea season. So, but perhaps you may consider moving the actual terminal facility, passenger facility inside the marina. I thought it was a pretty good idea. It's probably going to cost you a lot less to develop, but it's something you might want to consider.
Minister Vanterpool noted that the marina is privately owned and the planners did take that option into consideration. He said the Ports Authority is looking at all options, including the proposed Manchonil project.
I have heard and have spoken with a number of persons from Virgin Gorda on that very same suggestion. In fact, in the very recent, I think it's about a month or so ago, I met with some persons along those lines with such a similar suggestion. And there are advantages, as you said, particularly the advantage where you're protected during the ground sea season. I believe that the engineers have looked at that as one possibility. The issue of us building the passenger dock on the outside, there is a consideration also of including a bigger aspect of breakwater to protect the new passenger pier that may be built. So that is a very serious consideration in terms of the new pier. The marina is privately owned, and therefore there are some issues there that will have to be addressed. So it's not out of the line of consideration, but when we speak of building the dock on the other side, which is government-owned property, it makes it a little simpler in going forward. And if we are going forward in that way, we will definitely consider through the engineering and the planning more breakwater to provide protection for the passenger boats when they come in. But it doesn't take out of consideration.
The Works Minister also announced that rehabilitation work on the Valley Main Road, expected to cost some $1.6 million under the Caribbean Development Bank program, is in the design stages and could go out for bid by August. He also disclosed that the road leading to the top of the Bats is expected to be widened. Minister Vanterpool further announced plans to install solar-powered lights along the road leading to North Sound, which is expected to cost some $1 million. Other initiatives for Virgin Gorda being spearheaded by the Ministry of Communications and Works include the construction of guardrails at 10 selected areas along the Nail Bay Road beginning next month. The relocation of the Public Works Department site from the property where the Virgin Gorda Senior Citizens Home is located, and a regular water meter reading system to allow for monthly billing. Minister Vanterpool also responded to concerns about the early closure of the waiting lounge at the Roadtown Ferry Dock, which he said would be addressed effective May 30th.